over to the right, I've got a large dark brown animal with white stripes on its legs to the right. This animal is called an okapi. A lot of people think they're related to zebras, but they're not. Okapi are the forest cousin of the giraffe. Very shy and elusive, okapi were not discovered by the bird called a saddle-billed stork. One of Africa's tallest storks. They can be up to 5 feet tall and have up to a 9-foot wingspan. She's in Jing. There are less than 5,000 black rhinos left in all the world today. We've got one to the left. Now, a fully grown black rhino like that one's going to weigh about 3,000 pounds. He can also run at 30 miles an hour. Hang on, people to monitor black rhino populations. They're also training those local people to assist in the emergency vet care and rehabilitation. Looks like I have some antelope coming up on our left. Up on the hillside to our left, the reddish-brown colored antelope with white stripes are called bongo. Bongo have been nicknamed the ghost of the forest. They're known for being shy and rarely seen. Back by the bamboo to the left, you'll see a tan antelope called a greater kudu. Greater kudu are Africa's second tallest antelope. Now that one's a girl. The boys get bigger. The boys form. We're going to make our way to the Safi River next. There we'll be on the lookout for hay during the daytime, and that's because they spend much of that time in the water sleeping. This does make hippos nocturnal. They tend to be their most active during the night. That's when they usually come out of the water to graze on plants along the shoreline. And I got a hippo in the water coming up on our right.
See his eyes? You can see his eyes in there.
Near what's left of that tree in the water.
See him? He's in the water. See his eyeballs there?
Hi guys, just make sure everybody's staying seated for me, please. All children have to stay seated.
See his water?
Now, in the water, hippos are good swimmers. They can hold their breath for up to 8 minutes at a time. Left named because during their breeding season, their backs turn pink.
You see him?
Second hippo's coming up on this hippo.
Is it a hippo doing?
Out of the water, hippos are pretty mobile as well. They can run at about 20 miles an hour. Males are much larger than the girls.
See the hippos in there?
To 20 feet in length, weigh almost 1,000 pounds, and get the Nile part of their name because they were discovered in the Nile River, but you will find them in just about any body of water in Africa. They've even been known to go swimming in the ocean. Here are these trees scattered throughout the savannah. Baobab trees do remain leafless for about 9 months out of the year. And during the rainy season, not only do they grow leaves, but they also produce a citrus-tasting fruit that the locals will use to make something similar to lemonade. I've got a lot of movement going on the savannah down below, including wildebeest, giraffe, and Ankole cattle. Now they're almost 5 years old to get fully grown, so you'll know the babies when you see them. They're all still quite a bit smaller than their moms. Got 2 of them over to the right. I'm going to try to get you a better, closer view in a moment.
Wow.
The gray animals to the right are white-bearded wildebeest. Wildebeest are part of one of the largest animal migrations left on Earth. When wildebeest migrate across the Serengeti, their herds number in the tens of thousands. Black and white calico-looking dogs called painted dogs, also known as the African wild dog and the African hunting dog. One of the most successful hunters on the planet, teamwork is the key to their success. In the dog family, painted dogs are most closely related to foxes. And no, they are not hyenas. Hyenas are not related to dogs. Hyenas are bigger, a different color, and have a total white antelope called sable antelope, named for their beautiful sable brown color. Those are the girls. The moms are really smart about getting in the road and stopping trucks. Don't worry, we'll get a lot closer. No worries. By the way, when baby giraffe are born, mama giraffe does not lay down to give birth. Baby giraffe drop from an approximate 5-foot height. Thankfully, they're really tough babies, and by the time they're about an hour old, they are up and following mom around, and they've already had their first nurse from her as well. Then we have a 3.5-month-old girl, a 4.5-month-old boy, a 6.5-month-old girl, and an 11-month-old girl. The 11-month-old girl, her parents were first-time parents 1,000 years ago. Now, only one of these is a bull. I'm going to try to point him out to you when we get a little closer. He's going to be the largest. Those big, big boys.
Look how big his horns are.
Shoot.
Wow.
Elander, Africa's largest antelope. The males can weigh about 2,000 pounds. That's about twice the size of one of those females. Then we have another giraffe over to our left. And it looks like more up ahead on the left as well.
Over there by Mama.
Look.
5 pounds. Your heart, by the way, is about the size of your fist. Now, male elephants will typically live on their own, or you might see them hanging out with a couple of other male elephants. The boys get kicked out of the herd when they become teenagers or get the size of a girl. The girls will typically weigh between 6,000 and 8,000 pounds. Gorgeous day we've been having so far. Now, I normally see a very out with some white ibis. Greater flamingo are the largest but lightest pink of all flamingo species. They get their solitary. White rhinos are much more social. They're found in herds called crash. Round over here. She's back by that wire fencing in the back right next to a tree. Fastest land animals. Cheetahs can run at speeds of over 60 miles an hour, but only for really short distances. They don't have good night vision, so they prefer to do much of their hunting during the day. And they're the only big cats that do not have retractable claws. Warthogs are Africa's largest burrowing mammals. They use their nose and tusks to root up the dirt, dig nice big burrows that they'll use to sleep in during the night. Like most members of the pig family, warthogs are actually really smart animals. Rhinos, not named for the color of their skin, it's a mistranslation. White rhinos get their name from the Afrikaans word fight, meaning wide, refers to the rhino's wide, grazing mouth. It was accidentally translated to the word white. I've also got Osh, about 18 to 24 chicken eggs to be this. Gets his name because his horns are shaped like scimitar swords, and those horns can get 4.5 feet long. A desert dweller, oryx, can go up to 9 months without drinking any water. They'll get just a short walk back to the village of Harambe. I'll also be dropping you off near the entrance to the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. Take a stroll through the forest and you could see western lowland gorillas, including a 1-month-old baby girl gorilla, hippos from under the water, meerkats, zebras, and one of my favorite animals on the trail, the naked mole rats. Oh, you haven't lived to have seen a naked mole rat. You gotta go check them out. They're actually really cool little animals.